Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Capricorn. I'm the Cannastrologer, and this is another reading for the week of, what's the last week in July 2023, the 24th through the 30th. But energy is timeless, so anytime that you're seeing this, if the message or the vibe and energy resonates with you, then there's messages meant for you. I'm going to be doing this one a little differently because I got a brand new tarot deck. This is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. I said tarot deck. I meant oracle deck. So we're going to be incorporating this into our reading today. And then starting out with the Chakra Insight Oracle, pulling 2 cards for As Above, So Below, the physical self and the spiritual self with the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. Then we'll pull some tarot on it and then end with Spiritual AF. So let's get into this. Capricorn, I'm doing all of our readings just completely different. Normally I will start with Scorpio and I go through the water signs, then I go through the air signs, then I go through the earth signs, and then I do the fire signs. Not this time. I started with a couple fire signs that I didn't get to last week. Then I went to Scorpio, then I moved to Libra. Now I'm going to Capricorn. Just kind of going all over the place this week. No rhyme or reason. Just doing it. So might have something to do with the energies of this week. We have like 7 retrogrades going on. We have the full moon next week. So I'm going to be recording those videos in the next couple days. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? Oh, by the way, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards ready, it was Who Do You Love by Chainsmokers and 5 Seconds of Summer. Sorry if I just hit the camera there. So it was talking, like, some of the lyrics are, who do you love? Do you love now? I know it's someone new. You ain't gonna make it easy. Where you been sleeping? I wanna know who. So whether or not, like, this is actually talking about, you know, like a relationship, like, you know, who do you love? Who are you falling in love with? It's basically, this is like somebody just kind of being nosy about another person's whereabouts, what they're doing. Maybe you haven't heard from somebody, they haven't responded to you, and you're just like, well, who are they with now? You know, who are they loving on? Who are they spending their time or their energy on? So it's like that kind of energy. All right, underneath the deck, we've got grounding, number 6. So this talks about nature, presence, practicality, and stability. You might want to go out into nature to ground yourself, to stabilize, to get rooted. Nature came up in another one of my readings, or maybe it was one of my personal ones, but it's a big theme. 6s are all about balance. It's all about victory and you know, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters, and also being in touch with your inner self, or I'm sorry, your inner child, but future self. So, top of the deck for Capricorn. Oh, we've got number 17, choice, free will, courage, willpower, and change. Somebody just had this card, and I can't tell you who. So, yeah, I think it was Libra that maybe had this one. I don't know. I forget. But it's choice. You have the choice. You always have a choice. Free will, courage, willpower, and change. Number 17. So something significant could have happened on the 17th. Something significant could be happening on the 17th of this upcoming month. Could be somebody's birthday. Could be somebody's age. Also could be like a lucky number. But 1 plus 7 equals 8. 8 is about mastery. It's about messages. It's also about walking away. But when you walk away from something, you walk towards something else. So there's that. I'm going to put that right there. So you're going to have a choice in something. And I feel like there's grounding needed in order to make that decision. Okay, now we're going to pull the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracles. Spirits, what do we have for Capricorn, please, for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity? We're going to pull the physical 3D card first. What's happening in the physical as below? What do we have in the physical for Capricorn? Okay, energy going into this is clarity. So you're seeking clarity in something. All right, freedom. It's Vry, V-R-Y. Freedom. Okay, so you may be seeking freedom, looking for freedom, feeling a sense of freedom in something. Now, what is the 5D spiritual self? What is the 5D spiritual self as above for Capricorn, please? That's too many. Way too many. Just one, please. Okay, that's two of them. We just need one card, please, Spirit. These also kind of are sticking, still kind of sticking together a little bit because they are so new. There we go. Oh, I like that. So the one that just flew out is Spirit Act. Now this is also the artwork on the outside of the box. I do like these cards. They actually, the color contrast, the way that they kind of blend together. So we've got freedom on in the 3D and spirit in the 5D. Underneath the deck, we've got walking meditation, just go. Okay. So now we're going to pull some cards. Now it's interesting, I'm looking at grounding and it talks about nature, and she's out here in nature, you know, walking, and you know, you may have to just go, like just go out into nature, just go, you know, make the choice, go find a place to like go hiking or go out into the woods. It'll give you a sense of freedom, but you need to act on it. Okay. Spirit, what do we have for freedom? 3 cards for Capricorn for freedom. What is the messages we need to know for Vry, freedom, for Capricorn? Okay, justice going into the shuffle. So, freedom and justice. You may be getting a judgment. Something could be coming in fast with the Chariot. Could be traveling. Could have traveled. Also might be dealing with Cancer. Water sign energy. 2 more cards, please, for Capricorn. Then we have the Fool. That is a new beginning. Taking a leap of faith. And that's also a very freedom-like card. Trying something new. And then waiting for your ships to come in with the 3 of Wands. Fire energy. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Fool card, I want to say that's Leo. It's a very fiery energy here. And then we have you at the bottom of the deck showing up with the Devil. So that also could mean like a certain amount of, like a certain sense of toxicity. But I honestly feel like it's more like you showing up for your, you know, for your reading, Capricorn. So yeah, for the 3D, what I see here, you know, Vry, in fact, I want to read the definition of Vry. Let's see. 20. So Rye allows you to merge with the innocence that surrounds you. Every new encounter is an experience that brings the potential to restore the unshakable faith that you held as a child when freedom was never an afterthought. Rye dances freely under a disco ball on the dance floor, uninhibited because she believes in the spirit of things happening for their highest good. Here's the freedom to trust yourself before someone makes you doubt yourself. The past cannot be changed, so she dances in the present while creating her future with a smile on her face. The dog dances beside her as a symbol of protection. Fry holds a cannabis leaf in one hand, which represents her open heart and innocence. From her other hand, a streaming pillar of light emerges like a wand. This card arrives when the veil begins to lift and your biocomputer begins to deprogram with the cannabis plant's spirit's guidance. If you receive Fry in a reading, ask yourself, what's the best thing that can happen today? How does it get any better than this? Am I afraid to ask for what I want because of the risk of rejection or denial? Release fear and believe your higher self, the higher plant spirit, is guiding you not to fail. So, it's funny because the reading goes along with that. Talking about asking yourself, what's the best thing that can happen today? How does it get any better than this? The Chariot is a card of movement, so it's moving from one place to the other, whether that's in actual physicality or if it's in like a mental state of being. And, asking yourself, how can it get better than this? Well, that's that taking a leap of faith. What is that going to be? And then waiting for your ships to come in. It's waiting on what that new leap of faith may bring you. Whether it's feeling nostalgic, dancing like no one's watching, having that sense of just spontaneity like you used to have, when you were younger. It's like you're wanting to have that feeling again with something or someone. And I feel like you're working on it. I really do feel like you're working on it. You also may be traveling, and maybe that travel in itself is, it's that it's bringing in like a new kind of a new kind of beginning. But I feel like if it hasn't happened already, you're trying to make the choice, and may have to do some grounding work before you make that decision. So then we've got Spirit, which means act. And it talks about a single spliff rises out of the cloud in a hand with a message to take action. That's what the Chariot card is all about, taking action. The spliff resembles the beginning of a project and appears as a living object when the beautiful leaves of the sacred tobacco plant, cannabis leaves sprouting out around it. Beyond the plans in your head, the spliff shows up when ethereal needs need to become physical. Spliff people thrive on challenges, just like Aries of the zodiac. We just Aries went into North Node recently. And they will pursue every quest with enthusiasm. The crystal castle in the background shows that this is a time for doing and no longer for thinking. The smoke clouds clear, signifying strength, great sensual power, and psychic energy. This card can indicate upcoming travel and fewer restrictions in your everyday life. Spliff types are known to bring enthusiasm to every situation, even mundane daily tasks, and thrives on challenges. Plant spirit is lettuce. The devil's lettuce. You guys are the devil. That's really funny. Okay, so this is all talking about, making the choice to take action on whatever it is that you're considering. So you've got a choice, and it's saying to take action. But let's get some more tarot around this. What do we have for Spirit, please, for Capricorn? Oh, okay. Judgment. I feel like that's you deciding on which direction that you want to take, what fulfills your soul. 2 more, please, for Capricorn. Okay, 2 more came out. Awesome. Underneath the deck, we've got 8 of Pentacles. It's all about mastery. So we have the World card also come out, and then, ooh, I like this a lot. This is gorgeous. We've got 2 10s here. 20, 21, 10, 10. So, this is beautiful with the 8 of Pentacles. Saying, okay, and then the just go. It's like, just go, just do this. Just go into nature. Just make this decision. Make that travel. I feel like, this Judgment card, and this, this is the 5D. You're trying to make a decision. There's a lot of things going on. But what you're making a decision on isn't for, it's not necessarily like, you may be making a judgment on a person, or somebody could be making a judgment on you. This could also have something to do with court. Take it as it resonates. But for those of you who aren't dealing with court, this is just, it's your soul, like, making a judgment on, what's going to make you happy. What's your next step? Where do you want to go that's going to fulfill you, right? And then we have the World, and that's all about cycles, endings, and beginnings. And I feel like you're ending cycles of the past, concluding, a chapter of your life, and you're ready to start something new. What that's going to bring in for you is the 10 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, like, literally, you cannot get any better than this. That's like happy life, happy wife, whether or not you're in a relationship, whether or not you do have an actual family. It's like, Cups are all about feelings and emotions, right? So this is like ultimate, like, emotional fulfillment, and it has a lot to do with money because it's the Wheel of Fortune, and that is what is coming in. Like, when you look at these all together, it's like, this is what you feel it. You feel that this is going to be coming in your future. These are your ships coming in, right? This is what that new start is going to create. You just have to take the leap of faith, like the Fool. Put some action behind it, and that's what this is talking about. Act. You will get your freedom by making a choice that results in endings and new beginnings, but it's going to bring in ultimate wish fulfillment. There will be a lot of hard work. And notice in this card, and behind that, the Star, putting down burdens, ending things. So this is about mastery, working hard. You may be working hard under the many moon cycles, or even working with moon cycles, potentially. She's working hard on her craft, what it is that, she does best, what she's passionate about. And it says, just go. It's like, just go do that. Just do what fulfills your soul. Working hard on something. All right, now we're going to pull a Spiritual AF. Just want to shuffle this up a little. Really like your reading, Capricorn. This is beautiful energy. And it's so I'm going back to the song Who Do You Love by the Chainsmokers. It's like, if this has nothing to do with like a relationship, right? I feel like that song, who do you love? Do you love? It's like, it's not necessarily who do you love. It's like, what do you love? What is it that you love that fulfills you? What is your choice? Do what you love. Do what makes you feel, passionate and fulfilled and excited. What do we have? Okay. Okay, this is so funny. Go outside and do shit. It's been proven all over the place that trees and nature and fresh air and all that shit help fight depression, anxiety, addiction, and pretty much anything else that might ail you. Find some place to put your feet in the grass or the dirt or the water or anywhere that's not concrete. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your brain drastically AF. So, what's interesting about this is we've got grounding, talks about nature, practicality, and stability. We've got this card here, walking meditation, just go. It literally shows her like going into the forest, going into nature. Okay, we've got the travel card saying just go, you know, travel, get out there. Yeah, and you know, act on it, you know. So there's a big calling. Spirit is calling for you to get out into nature. You know, I feel like this is going to help ground you and help you, you know, clear your mind, make these decisions and what the next step in life is really going to be. Because, again, we've got endings and beginnings here. 1010. Look up angel number 1010. That means that you're, like, spiritually enlightened. You're on the path. And actually, like, right before I started this reading, I had just seen 1010 on the clock. So that's really interesting, too. I've been seeing 1010 a lot. I even wrote, there was a meme this week that I put up, and it was talking about she's a 10 if she believes in astrology, tarot cards, crystals, and also smokes weed, you know. And I said, well, that makes me a 1010. But 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings, because 1 + 0 = 1. And so that's the start of a new cycle, right? So I feel like you've got a new adventure. You've got a new cycle that's right there. You could start it right now if you wanted to. You just have to make the choice. Some of you need to go outside, do shit. You know, just ground yourself. Get out there. I think that's where you're going to find some answers. It'll help clear up some anxiety, some depression. You know, and it feels good to get outside, even if. God, it is so hot here where I live in Las Vegas. I mean, it's like miserable. But 45 minutes away is Mount Charleston, and it's like 30 degrees cooler there. So it's like maybe just go, you know, to the mountains. Just go, even if it's a mini little road trip, you know, somewhere different, somewhere new, somewhere outside, somewhere where, you know, you can just be with yourself. But that's what I have for you this week, Capricorn. I really love the messages. I really do. You have a sense of freedom coming up, but you need to act on it. And it's making that choice, taking a leap of faith. But what you have in front of you is ultimate happiness and prosperity. And you know that it's coming. So if any of this resonated, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, I have all of my contact information in the description below this video. As you know, it's Together We Grow, so make sure that you like, share, subscribe. I do these free readings every week on my YouTube. I also have Patreon and OnlyFans for extended readings. There's not a lot this past month because I just got it started, but starting next month, I'll have a lot more of those extended readings posted up right now for the entire month for all videos. You can get them all for $7.77. That's $7.77 for all of them. But you know, eventually those prices will be changing too. That said, however, I look forward to reading for you again next week, and I hope that you have a fantastic week. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace, Capricorn.